Hello, beautiful people. Tiana Louise, intuitive coach sultant, here with a pick a card reading to look at how Venus in retrograde is affecting you and your twin flame connection. As you may know, Venus is in retrograde from now until June 25th, asking us to take a deep dive into how it is we relate to other people, what it is we want in relationship, and what still is left for us to heal in terms of our desires and expectations. So let's take a look. So I put this pick a card reading together to look at all of that, along with what it is your twin flame may want to say to you at this time, but just has not been able to formulate the words. This reading is for twin flames in separation or in challenging connections, and Venus is retrograding in Gemini, which is all about relating, communication. So I'm very interested to see what comes up. So I've put together 3 groups for you to choose from. You can choose more than one if you'd like. The first group is represented by an amethyst crystal. The second is selenite. And the third is a personal stone that I got from my ancestral lands in the deep, deep south of North America. So go ahead, take a moment, just breathe, relax, see which one of these groups is calling out to you. There may be more than one, and we'll get started. Okay, so for those of you who chose number 1, let's take a look at what area Venus is highlighting in your connection at this time. Oh, so we have soul right off top, number 37 card, 3 plus 7, that's 10. I'm looking at what I'm sensing is this card is representing the completion of some soul cycles, right? Transformation at the soul level. The card says the energy of soul activates our connection to that part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. This can symbolize awakening as well. So maybe someone is being activated into awakening in this connection, or has been in that state for quite some time and is looking to complete some activations that have come up. And because, again, this is 37, 3 plus 7 is 10, I'm leaning toward this being the completion or the ending of some deep, deep soul level, soul healing work in terms of how you guys are relating to each other. Like that something had to be cleared out. But let's take a look. Let's get some more clarifying cards. Let's see what else is coming up. Like, what is this specifically speaking to at the soul level? So we have Sun and Pisces. Yes, so someone in this connection, your person is getting clearer on the higher purpose of this connection, starting to understand that this isn't just, like a regular relationship, that there's something divine about this. And your person may be really understanding that at a deep level in a way that they have not before. And as well, getting clearer on how to align themselves in this connection as it relates to their purpose, because that's what the twin flame connection is all about, activating you into your soul mission, right? You act as a mirror to your partner to highlight not just what needs to be healed in them, but also the best parts of them, what also needs to be highlighted. And with this being a sun card, sun being illumination, highlighting, that's what I'm getting there. how is this showing up in their emotional body, in their emotional state? Grounding. Yeah, this is very healing, grounding energy. What I'm getting here is your person is really, I'm hearing like falling in love with themselves, but as it relates to tapping into your energy or tapping into the energy that's been generated by this connection, really becoming present to it in a way that they were not before. Enlightenment is coming up. Like I'm getting, they're going to be taking through a discovery process, really deep, deep, deep into the heart of who they are as we go through this Venus retrograde, which is happening until June 25th. And I feel like it's really going to stabilize their energy, help them understand, you know, why things are the way that they are now, and that things are the way that they are for a divine purpose. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. What is this going to heal or help heal within them? Like, what will this enlightening, grounding energy at the deep soul level help them come to a realization about within themselves? What shadow work can they complete with this energy? Golden crown. Yeah, the connection to the divine. I'm really getting that if they choose to, your person can really tap in and tune in to source energy, right? This is a time where they will be activated onto their personal mission. And if they already are living out that mission, something new is going to come out of it. Some new idea, some new project. Maybe this might even be the activation that launches you both onto a path where you're working together with each other. And there's been some challenges around that. Obviously, if you're here listening to this reading, you're definitely in a separation or a difficulty within the connection. And with this golden crown card, it really offers the opportunity to like light things up, like open things up in your mind, in your heart, in your soul in a way that hadn't been there before. So this is a really creative time too for your person, which may bring them closer to you. But let's pull some tarot cards to see what that looks like. How will this serve the connection between you two? So we have Queen of Cups, you know, balancing out the emotions, empathy. We have death, yeah, transition. So I feel like there's going to be an emotional transition that takes place. Like if your person has been like hard ass, you know, up until now, they may soften a little bit. This energy may help them to soften up. Yep, Four of Wands. Four of Wands, we're talking about celebration. We're talking about peace. We're talking about harmony, happiness, love, right? I feel like this energy, this Venus in retrograde will really give them a chance to really understand the higher purpose, the higher cause for you guys being brought together. And that's going to like open up their heart chakra in a way that grounds them, like really grounds them into this connection in a real way. Gives them a new perspective on how they want to relate to you. This may even symbolize communication. This could symbolize reunion with this Four of Wands here, but definitely a sense of just wanting to be, happy and joyful and loving. So we have the axe, we have the hand of cards, and we have the butterfly. And I love how that matches up with the death card, because I feel like this is going to help your person get to a place where they're really ready to shake up some patterns that have not been working in the connection, and they want to take a risk, right? The hand of cards is about taking a chance, taking a risk, looking at your options, right? And being strategic. And I feel like with the axe card, they want to shake things up. They want to come out of this mode of not talking, not expressing, right? But they had to go through this, or up until now, to get to that place of being able to transition into something that's healthier, right? To evolve the relationship. Like they're ready to go to the next phase as a result of this healing energy that's come up in the Venus and retrograde energy. Let's look at how they're being activated. So we have the power to cooperate. Yeah, they want to get along, right? They don't want to stay in this energy of separation and not being able to communicate, not being able to be fully self-expressed. And we have the power to tolerate. So I feel like your person is in a place where they've developed thicker skin when it comes to this connection. Like, yeah, there was some hurt and pain, but they've worked through that. They've gotten clear on what the higher purpose of all of that was for. And now they're ready to deal with the differences between you two, right? Without it feeling like an attack or feeling like they have to fight or defend themselves, right? They get that they had lessons they needed to learn, you had lessons you needed to learn, and that the relationship served as a place of, that the relationship served as a trigger point for all of that to happen. They've also become more discerning, right? We have the power to discern card here, which says you are powerful, aware of the responsibilities that go hand in hand with your right to choose, right? Looking at the highest good of everyone involved versus themselves. So I feel like your person, if they have been in this like selfish phase, selfish kind of energy, just looking out for themselves, just worried about their own feelings, not really taking into account how you feel, I definitely feel like that's about to shift. Let's see what else Spirit wants to add to that message. I want to see how this will cause the relationship, the connection to evolve. Yeah, look at that. Absolute devotion to the twin flame journey. So what I'm seeing here is a deeper commitment. That's what we have with this grounding card, higher purpose, soul. And with the golden crown, like they're ready to commit. Finally, right? And it's after going through, all of this deep diving to get to this point. but now they're ready. Does that mean that they're necessarily going to come running back? No, because remember, they're still clearing out stuff, and we still have a whole month to go through with the Venus retrograde energies, and none of it is guaranteed. But this energy for them to clear things out, to become like the butterfly, to evolve into this higher spiritual love energy is definitely present. So let's look at how they might want to move forward. So we have the fourth mirror, forgotten love. So I feel like this is a relationship that was on the brink of being lost, and now they feel like there's an opportunity for it to be recovered. Yep, justice. Yeah, they're ready to right some wrongs here. They're ready to come to you with their truth. They're ready to get things back on solid ground. Beautiful reading. Right. And the God of knowledge, wisdom through love. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. Venus in retrograde is really helping your person level up. They're leveling up. I mean, we got the Queen of Cups here, emotional balance with the Death card. They've definitely done the work to go through some transition, to rebirth, and come out on the other sides with this Four of Wands, clear about what the higher purpose of this connection is. And I also see the Four of Wands as like an unconditional love card. Of course, it's about celebrations, commitment. It can traditionally mean like weddings and a union. And with this absolute devotion to the twin flame journey, what I'm sensing is, you know, I can't say that your person is definitely coming back to you to reunite in the physical world for a committed relationship, but they're definitely committed to sticking with working through whatever this relationship is bringing up. Like they're willing to learn. You know, they're willing to learn. This grounding card is all about being practical, being present, you know, not running away. And so that's what I'm getting here. What is it that their higher self would like to say to you? Let's see. Yep, I am working towards a better future. They're working on it. They're wanting to do the work. They sense this. It says I'm still trying to find myself. Yeah, but they're working on finding themselves. And with this energy that is coming up in the reading, they're well on their way to doing it. And it says you still take my breath away. So they get it. You know, they get what this connection is all about. They understand that they still have work to do on themselves, and based on what I'm seeing, they are accepting the invitation of this Venus in retrograde energy to do the work to take things to the next level. Let's look at some potential outcomes. Potential outcomes for you and this person. So we have the Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindled relationships. So this is in the traditional tarot. This is the Six of Cups. This is the reunion card. So that's what's coming up. And then we have the Three of Ariel, which is all about personal growth, creativity, working together. Yeah, this is Three of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And then the World card, completion of cycles, which is what came up in the beginning of the reading. Archangel Michael putting his blessing on this. I mean, I don't think it gets any clearer than that. So for those of you who chose group number 1, expect there to be, at least on the soul level, major shifts, major enlightenment taking place within your person, and them coming to a greater understanding of what this connection really is, the beauty of it, the potential of it, and them developing a stronger desire to bring it together in the physical world. That's what I'm getting. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this message resonated with you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell when you do, so that you can be notified of the readings that I'm doing when I do them. I upload daily love readings for my twin flames and folks and soul connections, deep soul connections. And I would love to just be in touch with you. And if not, see you when I see you. Peace. All right, if you chose group number 2, let's see what area of your connection is Venus in retrograde highlighting the most at this time. We have multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. Wow. So what I feel like with this card is right now, the time that Venus is in retrograde between now and June 25th, and it really doesn't matter when you're watching this reading, like it's timeless, but that's the time that, you know, linear time that Venus is actually retrograding. But I feel like during this time, this multi-dimensionality, your person, 2 things are coming up for me. Number 1, they are really going to be looking into you and this connection. Like the mirror is going to be crystal clear. Anything that they wanted to hide from or have been trying to hide from, they will not be able to anymore. Like it's going to be like staring them dead in the face. And they will be tuning in a lot more telepathically and energetically to you. So if you've been purging a lot, if you've been really feeling their energy, it's because shit is getting deep for them right now, for lack of a better term. And let's see how that is playing out for them at this time. Like, what does that energy actually look like, feel like in their world? Let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say about that. Where is your person at energetically with this multi-dimensionality energy? Definitely a deepening of awareness of this connection and the many levels that it exists on. So that's actually pretty cool. Yep, we have inner strength. And right off top, I'm getting that as like a deeper level understanding. Like they get it. They get it. Yep, King of Wands. Exactly. King of Wands is a leader, but not just a leader. Like the King of Wands is that person who you look to. He's very, he's a visionary. He's wise. He's stable. He's strong. You know, he has, you know, and even with all of that masculinity, still very warm and relatable. Yeah, with the divine feminine. And that's because with the King of Wands, I feel like I feel like your person is finding the perfect balance between their own masculine and feminine energy, and that's having a positive effect on the connection. So I feel like they're really leaning into healing in that way. Yeah, we got personal boundaries. Yeah. That's solar plexus chakra, confidence, which is all about the King of Wands. Confidence, warmth, security, awareness, taking the lead. Like, I feel like this person is going to want to step up in a new way. Yep, because they want to be connected. They're really feeling the love. This is going to help them feel the love in a new way. This is beautiful. I feel like they are going to, in this energy, feel more connected to you. And that's what I was saying in the beginning with them. If you're feeling their energy and whatnot at this time, that's because they're feeling yours too. We have the Empress card here, Divine Feminine. Like, they are all wrapped up in you. If they were trying to escape, they can't. This is going to a new level. This is like fifth dimension energy to me right here. So if you have been worried about where this is going or where your person is, know they are leveling up. And that's actually been the theme playing out in the readings that I've done thus far on Venus retrograde. And I mean, you know, traditionally retrograde energy definitely can bring people back together. So it's very cliche. So I don't like to, look, we got Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, they want to come forward. They want to come forward and deliver some communication to you. They're ready to like make a move in the real world. They don't want to just think about this. They're feeling it, but they want to, I mean, pages, it's not night energy where they're definitely coming forward, but I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, there's a strong desire to, right? Yep, Tower and the World. Again, the World keeps coming up. Completion. They've put in the work. They get it now. They've had like the boom awakening, the jolt of like WTF, like what am I doing? All I keep hearing is they get it now. And that's because they get themselves now. They understand themselves on a multi-dimensional level, which was not present in this way before in relation to you. And with this Divine Feminine card coming up, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that you are the Divine Feminine watching this video for this person. What I'm sensing here is that they really just want to come together and embrace you. I think this Tower card represents them like being jolted awake to the fact that like they haven't been in physical space and physical union with you, in connection with you, because they've, you know, drawn certain boundaries in the past, and they're ready to move beyond that, like in a real way, you know, and they're trying to have patience. They're trying to be logical and true to themselves, but there's this strong desire here. There's this strong desire here to move forward. Page of Pentacles. Let's see where the connection is at. I'm just curious to see like where the connection is at like right now, because with this particular reading, I'm getting a sense of like there's this strong yearning or longing to come together in the physical world. Like I feel like this person just wants to cradle you and like hold you, like they miss you. Yeah, look at that. Christ and Magdalene's divine union. You're their person. You are their other half, their divine other half. And the energy that you guys have shared together It's Christ-like, it's magical. And I mean, I don't say that lightly. And there's been this separation that's cut that magic off. And now that they're becoming aware of themselves in this Christ-like way, and when I say, Christ, I don't mean like traditional Christianity or religion, but I mean in, like what Christ represented, pure, unadulterated, unconditional love at the deepest soul level. They want that. They really, really want that. I want to see where they are. Like, oh, too many. I just want to clarify that with Sun and Aries, new beginnings. That's what they're ready for. I feel like this is where you guys were when you first came together, and then some sort of tower happened, brought you guys, or broke you guys apart. But they're ready to get back to this lighthearted, loving, unconditional energy, and they're willing to take the risk to get it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come towards you if you haven't been in communication. Maybe you will be. Don't bet on that, but quite likely. And expect to meet not necessarily a new person, but they're not who they were before. Let's see. Let's look at what this Venus in retrograde energy will help them heal at this time so that they come to you as this new person. I'm really trying to contain my excitement here because this is it. This is what you want. Yeah. So we have be still. We have believe. And we have golden crown. Okay, so where there was doubt and defensiveness and unbelief before, as well as scattered energy, they are now grounded. They are now aware of this connection in a way that they had not been before, as well as I see this golden crown as the card of getting committed, as getting connected to source, which commits you to your path because you see it in a way that you had not seen it before, right? It just opens you up, like third eye opening, crown chakra opening. And I feel like this person has developed deeper relationship with themselves. Remember we had the King of Wands here, which is now allowing them to, and we have the Strength card, which is, power, inner strength, which allows them to see you as the divine feminine, as their divine feminine. A lot of creative, loving energy here, which is really, 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 really cool, actually. Okay. So, the cards are just slipping out of my hands. I don't know why. But, let's look at where they want to take this. So they have all this, but where do they actually want to take it? Look at that. Kisses. Okay, so I think I said in the beginning they just want to cradle you, love you, hold you, be with you. Yeah, affection. They want to fall in love again. They want to And then look, this card actually says unconditionally loving. This card actually says unconditionally loving, which is what I said in the beginning. Yeah, they're ready. They want to fall in love again. They want to actually feel that, right? They're ready. We have new beginnings again. Coffin. They're ready for the old stuff to die, transition, and move into something. Ooh, Spirit just says sexy. So they may be having a lot of sexual energy for you at this time. I'm definitely sensing that. We have the King of Wands here. Makes sense. I love it. If they could say anything to you right now, what would they say? Let's look at some messages from their higher self. I feel like this person is gone or is undergoing like a rebirthing. Yep, we have you inspire me. I feel safer in the silence. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. So yeah, your person had been afraid to speak up, to talk to you, to really express how they were feeling, but they're over that. You have inspired them in a way that no one else has before, and they're no longer afraid to be in this connection with you. Like it at first it scared them half to death, where they just wanted to run away. But now that they're understanding themselves on a deeper level, they're able to relate to you in a deeper way. So when it comes to them coming forward, which is what I'm sensing is going to happen, what does that look like? Yeah, we have the Emperor taking responsibility. We have the Knight of Control, toxic ties, and the Prince of Competition, defending yourself. So what I'm getting is they at least want to have a conversation with you to take responsibility for any hurt, pain that they may have caused when they were in a much more toxic place, right? When they were in a defensive place, not really able to be authentic. They want to clean all of that up. I feel like I want to get some advice for you, though, in how to handle this. So let's get some advice from Spirit for the connection. How does Spirit want you to move things forward? We have soulmates. So recognizing the connection for what it is. Both of you are at that place right now. Cleaning up whatever needs to be cleaned up. We already saw that this person wants to take responsibility and taking action. Yang card, moving forward. So that's what it is. And what I'm getting for you is with the Yang card, because I feel like that's for them, be open, be receptive, no expectations, and allow them to come forward and deliver whatever messages or offers that they have for you. All right, that's your messages for group number 2. Hope that resonated with you. Hit a like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know how this landed for you. And if none of this resonated, then maybe number 3 will work for you. Peace. Okay, if you chose number 3, let's see where Venus is highlighting an area in need of healing in your connection at this time. 5th chakra, ooh, communication. There needs to be some communication. Maybe communication is blocked. Maybe you're blocked. Maybe your person has blocked you. You're not able to speak. Maybe you guys haven't spoken. I'm getting off top that you guys haven't spoken in a while. And this Venus in retrograde energy, if nothing else, is causing your person to really look at that and reassess that, right? And they're being supported in clearing that out, right? Spirit definitely is saying, hey, 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 time to communicate clearly and authentically. What is this bringing up in your person? Let's see. What is this bringing up in them? This need to communicate. This energy of communication. What is that bringing up? So we have the sun in Taurus. Practicalities, right? Maybe they're just feeling like there's other things to focus on, i.e. their coins, their material, finance, things like that. Maybe they just feel like they have too much on their plate right now and it's not practical to come towards you at this time. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see how it's showing up in their emotional space. How is communication with you showing up in their emotional space? Okay, so they think about it all the time. We have the visualization card here. It's something that they definitely would like to experience, something they like to manifest, but just practically it doesn't seem like it can happen for them at this time. We have a lot of purple here, which is third eye energy to me. So I feel like your person believes that they have like a bird's eye view on this, and for whatever the reason, they've decided that it just, you know, it hasn't made sense up until now, and Venus in retrograde may invite them to reconsider, because it's definitely something that's on their mind. Something, I feel like it's something they have seen, like, but they're holding it like, oh, it's something that'll happen in the future. Why is that? At a soul level, what is needing to be healed in order for them to overcome that? Mirrored souls, they have to be willing to look in the mirror. You trigger them. You trigger the fuck out of them, which is why they've been avoiding this. I'm going to pull some tarot just to clarify, but off top, that's what I'm getting. Like, some mirrors are just hard to look into. I feel like there may be some self-worth issues here. You know, Sun and Taurus can definitely allude to that. Yeah, we have Eight of Swords. We have the Fool. We have King of Wands. Yeah, they've been feeling trapped by this. It's like they want to, but they just don't see how it's possible. And every time they go down the rabbit hole of even thinking about it, they get all tied up in their thoughts and their emotions. So I want to see what their energy looks like right now when it comes to you. So we have the thinking woman. This may be how they see you. We have yin and yang, give and take. And then we have cornucopia. So what I'm getting is that your person, like, they think about you a lot, right? But they understand that right now they have some other things going on that makes this connection and them like taking a leap of faith with you, it's not balanced, right? They understand that, or they feel like they can't fully commit to this connection at this time, and that's why they haven't communicated with you, because it's like, why communicate if I can't give, if I can't give 50%, if I can't give what this person is expecting of me. And that's number 22 card, which breaks down to 11. Then we have the cornucopia card, which is 11. Both numbers represent twin flame energy to me. Oh, and look at this, 47 card, 4 plus 7 is 11. So we got a lot of 11s here, right? A lot of 11s. And I feel like there's the desire to want to come into union, but right now, based on where they are in their lives, it just doesn't make sense. And they may not have communicated that to you. Like, they may have just, kind of cut things off and left things unclear. And that's why we have this 5th chakra card, because they at least need to express that. And up until this point, they just have not done that and have not been able to do that. And Venus in retrograde energy is inviting them to do that. So let's look at why they haven't done it, though. Let's see. What's going on with them? Oh, look, we have mirror again. Like, it's just too hard for them to look in this mirror right now for some reason, right? It just brings up like old wounds. I feel like they feel like it, somehow it stops them, it stunts their growth, slows them down, and like they just don't want to deal with it right now. Yeah, look at that love call. Like, they know they need to make the call. They think of you. They want to let you know, but they just can't express it because it gets them all wound up and looking into the mirror of shame and pain is what I'm hearing, of what they can't be. And right now they're focused on, or they want to be focused on, who they want to be, which is, when we have the Sun in Taurus here and this King of Wands, I'm getting, they're all about trying to be successful in their lives, focusing on their money. And then when they get tied up in this connection and having to deal with you, be faced with, their wounds, the things that they need to heal in order to elevate and grow, it's just too much for them right now. So what's triggering this? What triggers this in them? Let's see. So it says, you choosing them killed me. Maybe there's third party, karmic situation. I'm disappointed in your choices. And your lack of self-respect disappoints me. So I feel like this person, believes maybe there was a third party, or if not, they at least feel like there was, or there's something that they feel like you chose over them, and so now they don't want to prioritize you. But I feel like this is all stuff that they have not communicated. Like a lot of what I'm hearing, a lot of failed expectations on their part that they're holding inside that they haven't expressed. And it could be all a miscommunication, but I want to clarify this. I don't know. It's coming up as third party energy to me, but we have Knight of Swords, Truth, Judgment, and Five of Wands. Yeah, so a lot of this is living in their head at this time. And they have not brought this to you. You may not even know that they feel like this, but something happened that made them look at you differently, that made them question who you are, question what you were really about, and question whether or not you really had their back, really had their best interests at heart, right? And so now they're afraid to come forward. I want to see if they were talking to you, what would they say? So it says, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have made different choices. Yeah, so I really feel like there's been some sort of miscommunication and you haven't been given an opportunity to explain that miscommunication because they haven't communicated it to you. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. And they may understand that without them communicating to you, like they can't, like there's nothing that they can do about it now, they feel like, right? That's why it hurts every time they even think about you. And it says, is it possible to forgive and forget? They want to, but they're not sure, right? And the only way to be sure is to actually have a conversation with you and get clear, right? We have the Fool here. They definitely have the desire to start over and, you know, start fresh, but they got to be willing to look in this mirror. Remember, we have mirror. It came up twice here. So let's get some advice. Oh, okay, well, I'll just take these three. So look at that. We have chaos and conflict, message in a bottle, and never-ending story. They're going to have to be willing to come out of this loop, this thought loop that they've kept themselves in, and deliver this message to clear up the drama. And that's what Venus in retrograde will be working with them on. But will they do it? Will they do it? Is the question. Let's see. How does the connection live for them? How does the connection live for them right now? We have music and films. We have star lineage. And we have shadow integration. Okay, so they may not be communicating with you right now, but they're thinking a lot about you and they are being reminded of you constantly with things that they're hearing, things that they're watching. It's like everywhere they look, they're reminded of this connection literally brought together by the stars, and as a result having to do their own shadow work, right? And if they do that, then the likelihood of them getting clear about this communication and possibly coming forward, it looks good. But let's see, because, you know, the shadow integration reminds me of this yin yang, and it also, what I'm hearing is, you know, will they be able to see past their black and white perspective into the gray areas that would allow them to kind of put their shadow to the side so that they could finally just say what it is that have them disconnect in this way. Yep, we have Judgment, Karma Exposed, and I believe we have the Judgment card. Yep, we had Judgment here. We have Page of Swords. And we have Four of Wands. Okay. So the energy is present for them to get clear and for them to level up. I think I've said that in every single reading that I've done thus far regarding Venus retrograde. That's definitely what's happening here, is an invitation to level up. Like, I see the Judgment card also as a rebirth card, as an awakening card, like, you know, someone being jolted into truth. And with this Page of Swords, that definitely speaks to that. This is about speaking up, about finally opening your mouth and saying something. They may also be spying on you, watching for the perfect opportunity to come forward into this Four of Wands union. I mean, this is what they want, right? And I pulled these as like possible potential outcomes. And so I feel like, yes, there's some work to do. Yes, they have to overcome this resistance to opening up, but the energy is supporting them to do just that. All right. Those are your messages. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Check out my other videos. Make sure you hit a like button. Subscribe. Can't talk. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I put readings in. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Peace.